Good morning at Big Head Small Cap. It is sort of a big nothing day. We did end up buying some crescendo at 540, not a ton, but a little bit, and we're up on it. It's great. ACMR is slightly down, Perion is slightly down, but nothing of any great meaning, of any great consequence. Yeah, let's go look. Refresh. Yeah, so ACMR is working its way up. The big runner again is GigaCloud. Again, my son just crushed it. Fantastic. I wish I'd had faith, but I'm not upset that I took the conservative road on that. I just would have wanted to quit investing entirely if I had taken a bath on that. So, especially, directly after Amylax, I just just didn't have the stomach for it relative to what I faced as emotional cost. The return wasn't worth it for me. So yeah, it looks like we're having an okay day. Maybe we can get some action on crescendo. I'd love to see that back up to 6-ish range. That would make me feel wonderful. And ACMR, I don't really know what I'm doing there. A bunch of the semiconductor names are down today. AMD and NVIDIA are both down meaningfully today. So you wouldn't expect this thing to be able to go really anywhere. And semis had a hard day yesterday too. So let's see what. Yeah, I still think we can easily get back to the 31, 32 range. I just keep looking at the same chart. It doesn't really tell me anything, but yeah, I mean maybe maybe if I get to the mid 30s, I'll sell it out and not wait for a new all-time high. It seems like that's unreasonable. Certainly not consistent with the range trading we want to do. So I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, so I'll update you if anything happens, but I'm not expecting anything to happen. Look, GigaCloud just doing great, running right into earnings. I hope it's going to be good for those people, but who knows? Crescendo slightly peeking its head up, but I could see 500 shares transact and this go all the way back to 540. So I'm not going to read anything into it. Interesting what's going on in the interesting world. Days change. Tesla's down. Rivian down. So those are the negatives. GigaCloud is the positive. Derm is a positive. Really not a whole heck of a lot. InMode is got a good day. That's kind of just a bounce back from being really beat down. And I got to tell you, both InMode and Perion trade very much in a similar manner, based on the fact that they're both high earners. They're both trading below 10 times earning. Perion, we did get some good news on. That actually is kind of slow to realize because the news was published a while ago. They are doing a significant share buyback. So that will support the price. So I actually think I'm going to get pretty darn aggressive in Perion. Oh, look, it's come back. That's nice. When we get a little bit closer to earnings. Let's look at the research. More news. It was in the February 20 range, I thought. Yes. Perion adopts a share repurchase program of up to 50 million. Roth cut its price target to 35 from 40. Fine, whatever. I know these guys. These guys are right down the road from me. They're jokers. They don't know what they're talking about. But there's a repurchase program in place. so they can purchase up to 50 million of equity, and that's going to provide a lot of support. Look at the Perion, a strong, profitable company that's well positioned for the next phase of growth, capitalize our innovation diversification. They wouldn't be doing this, they wouldn't be saying this if they weren't confident about where they are right now. Right now is almost the end of the quarter, so I think it's in a great spot for a good run. So anyway, that's probably our next big trade. Let's go back to the watch list, see if anything happened in the last 5 seconds, and then we'll end the video. And knock on wood, hopefully have a nice little move up in some of our names. Crescendo is still 580, and Perion, it peaked its head up to profitability. Isn't that nice? Or to positive territory, I should say. But 29.15. And again, semiconductors are down, so it's just no way for this thing to make a heck of a lot of headway today. All right, well, that's it. Looks like we're almost profitable on Crescendo, and that's good. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, let's do the market close. It was sort of an interesting day. Not a good day, but an interesting day. I had a straight out panic attack relative to Crescendo, and I just don't want to own it anymore. So I'm going to blow it out. I did a bunch of research on it and comparable names, and I think it's fair to say it's not cheap, and it could be a heck of a lot cheaper. I mean, based on my analysis, 4 would be a reasonable price. So I'm just going to blow it out tomorrow, and because it just doesn't seem like anyone wants to own it. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it won't. I'm not interested in having my money be captive, so I'm figuring I could get it out above 5, and that'll be good enough for me. So we'll see. ACMR dropped a little bit, and Perion rose a little bit. I think at this point, though, listen, I'm up a fair amount since inception, 82% since inception. If I blow this out at 5, 80% since inception. And part of my problem right now is I lack conviction. I'm just like ACMR is 82, is 28. It's not cheap, but I'm trading it in ranges. But that's just nuts to me, because if the market gets jittery, I get nervous. And when I get nervous, I do silly things. And so I'm going to wait for ACMR. ACMR is a good name. It's got momentum. I'm going to wait for it to trade back up, and then I'm going to get out of it. And I'm going to play in Perion for a while. I want to see how GigaCloud does across earnings. Perion is very cheap. The analysts seem to like it. It's traded down. It hasn't traded well, but it's cheap, and I feel like I can hold on to it indefinitely without worrying too much. And if I get a great opportunity, if ACMR were for some reason to drop to 22 because people got scared about semiconductors, I could jump in and I'd feel comfortable because it'd be inexpensive then. But right now, I just don't have the conviction, and I'm slowly losing money. I mean, Amylax, which just sort of crucified me. But if you forget about Amylax, I'm sort of slowly losing money, and it's because I just keep getting whipsawed. I get nervous and I get whipsawed, and that's just not a good spot to be. So I'm going to sell out, clean up, have a small position in Perion until I can get some conviction on that. I totally think this could be 25, no problem at all. And just do that for the time being. So anyway, that's my thinking at the moment. I'm going to blow up Crescendo tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get above 5. If not, so what? I'm going to blow it out at market and just get rid of it. And then we're waiting on ACMR. ACMR trades pretty much in lockstep with AMD. I've been noticing. I did some analysis on that. So on the one hand, I just told you I don't want to own it longer term, and I don't. On the other hand, there's no reason to get nervous. I don't have a huge position in it. I'm just going to sit and wait and hopefully get out of it at a better price. So that's it. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. And let's see how it goes. Talk to you later. Bye.